The action comedy series Fubar follows the exploits of father and daughter duo Luke and Emma Brunner as they discover their shared past as CIA employees. After a difficult first season, the program really turned up the heat in Season 2, with the crew facing an even greater threat from the mysterious Dante Crest. Despite the lack of a renewal for a third season, the optimism and delight shown in the previous two give hope that things will improve. However, considering that the first two seasons were released 2 years apart, it would be reasonable to anticipate that the third season, presuming its renewal, will not be accessible on Netflix until 2027. Despite this, Season 3 looks promising, and with the spoilers from Season 2's finale, the following chapter might be even more exciting. By the conclusion of Season 2, Dante Crest has been eliminated from the picture permanently. Despite the team's great victory, they are still bitter about Tina's treachery. The fact that the Russian double agent never loved him is something Barry is struggling to accept. The Russians want Tina in exchange for the D&E at the prison swap, but it turns out that she had been lying to her supervisors the whole time. Even though she pretended not to care for the squad while in prison, this proves otherwise. This further indicates that her safety is at risk while in Russian captivity. Her bosses will want her to pay for her actions. So Barry and the gang must rescue her. However, this forces them into enemy territory, and this adversary is far more formidable than their previous encounters, largely due to the increased political intrigue. As soon as Barry and Alden find out that Tina is loyal to them, they immediately begin to back up the car. It's clear that the third season will revolve around the team rescuing Tina. Season 2 does an excellent job of fleshing out the characters while still pursuing the deadly goal of preventing Dante Crest from destroying the planet. Every protagonist goes on a quest that forces them to face tough choices that shape their destiny. For example, despite her initial enthusiasm at the beginning of the season, Emma has changed her mind about joining the CIA's Unit 9. Since we know Luke, we know that there is no such thing as the last assignment, and he is also prepared to marry Tally again. A major transformation also occurs with Rue. Her responsibilities and authority have greatly increased with her promotion to regional director. She will face bureaucracy for the first time in Season 3 as she figures out how to do her job. It will be interesting to see where the show takes Tina's story next season, as she faces some really difficult decisions. Her successful departure from Russia is seen as a significant advantage. The whole cast of Fubar manages to escape Season 2 relatively unscathed, despite witnessing a great deal of bloodshed. This implies that most of the main cast members, including Fabiana Udinio as Tally Brunner, Arnold Schwarzenegger as Luke, Monica Barbaro as Emma, Fortune Feimster as Rue, and Travis Van Winkle as Alden, will be returning. Given that the D&E is shown in the last scene riding shotgun with Barry and Alden, it's safe to assume that he will also become entangled in this situation. This would mean that Adam Pally will make an appearance more frequently. A lot of things need to transpire before Greta makes a brief appearance, but we still expect her to. Season 3 will introduce a new set of villains, but it will also feature many familiar characters. Lots of Russian characters will be joining the cast next season, and Tina will be the major character. We may find out more about Luke's career as a renowned clandestine spy, if this turns out to be someone he has met before. Though we haven't heard anything publicly, we can already tell that some fantastic new characters will be joining the cast and adding to the excitement of the next season. Since Netflix has not formally renewed or canceled Fubar, very little is known about a third season at this time. It appears that, depending on audience statistics, it may go either way. Given the second season's conclusion, most of the major plot elements are resolved, and the investigation is wrapped up in the final episode. But the scenario surrounding Tina and that briefing about the killings tied to Boro could be explored in a third season. If it gets picked up, there will be 8 more episodes, and there will definitely be a lot of comedic action.